Joining us today is al-Salam party leader, Mr. Roger Edde. Welcome, Mr. Edde.
Hello.
We are one day away from the third round of parliamentary sessions to elect a new president. Do you think there will be another lack of quorum between rival parties?
The problem is the quorum. As long as the constitution is not respected and they are insisting on a two-thirds quorum, there won't be a Lebanese election. It will be an international deal between the international community led by the US and Tehran. I am not so pessimistic about the outcome of this negotiation. In fact, I expect this negotiation to go further and to cover all the order issue in the area from Lebanon to Afghanistan. My fear is that the element of time is dependent of two elections, the American congressional election and the Iranian parliamentary election that are both scheduled in November, which means we may have to wait until after November for a deal to become concrete, signed, declared. But according to what I know, the deal is on the right track to be finalized, and it will definitely lead to a deal concerning Lebanon and its presidency.
You've been pretty vocal on Twitter about the elections. In fact, you've been predicting a presidential vacuum for a while. Do you think the constitutional deadline will ever be met?
Yes. The problem is the quorum, because you have given to 1/3 of the parliament plus one the potential to block the election of any candidate who can have 51% or even 60%. That is against the history of Lebanon, its constitution, the logic of majority election, the text of the constitution that allows for 51% to elect the president. We are in an order that is in disruption. The constitutional system in Lebanon is in crisis, and the objective of any president should be to reconstruct a system that has failed us since at least 100 years.
So how do you think we can finally achieve quorum? You've mentioned in one of your tweets that the Swiss Confederation model is your option for peace and liberty.
Yes.
Could you elaborate a little?
Very simple. I believe that the future of Lebanon has to be citizenry. It has to be non-denominational, that means non-confessional system. And to have that deal, we need to go back to history, to take the historical Mount Lebanon and what has been added to become the Greater Lebanon, and to divide every major muhafazat into 2 or 3, like Mount Lebanon historical can be divided in 3 muhafazat. Each one of the al-Aqdiya al-Arba'a, the 4 provinces that were added to Lebanon, can be divided in 2 muhafazat, and Beirut can be kept as united because it will be like the confederation capital. In that quiproquo, in that deal, historical deal, we are giving up denominational politics, confessionalism, to take in exchange peace and order and rivalry between muhafazat for a real development that is competitive as it is in the States in America, as it is in every federated country in the world.
Do you think this system could ever be implemented in this country?
I think we have no other solutions except partition, implosion, a war, a destructive war like the war we are seeing now in Syria. Even for Ukraine, what are they proposing? Confederation. What is the deal that is secretly agreed between President Obama and President Putin on Ukraine? Is to resolve it on a federal system. There will be some casualties. That's why what we are seeing today are casualties of a roadmap that would lead to the Confederation of Ukraine, which will remain the bridge between Europe and Russia, because Putin is the son of St. Petersburg, Peter the Great, that opened up Russia west. It's definitely the solution for the 21st century conflicts.
One last question for you, Monsieur Edde. Maronite Patriarch Shararai suggested extending Suleiman's term by 1 year if lawmakers fail to elect a new president by May the 25th. Do you think it's a good solution?
I think the Patriarch should stop talking politics. He is an amateur in politics. There is a 1559 resolution that prevents the extension of the mandate of a president, and it's still a resolution in application.
That was the Salam party leader, Monsieur Roger Edde. Thank you so much for being with us today.